Hello and welcome to Full Kit Rankers. It's episode 2, and I'm joined by fellow rankers and European champion fans, I suppose I want to claim. Sam Reigate Large and Louis Edwards. A bit of Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes.
It's the toilet paper design.
Made out of bottles, which is
Quite ironic again.
yes, ironic. Yes, but the plain white t-shirt, that's his lovely. And he's got some ribbing on it for for no one's pleasure because you support Spurs. Yeah, it is a plain white t-shirt.
Yeah. I don't think we can even bother talking about it. It's just shit.
I think it just needs something else. That's all it needs. It just needs, even if it just had some blue like trimmings on it. But yeah,
literally anything.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it just looks tidy. I don't think there's anything wrong with it overly. I just don't think there's anything really to scream and shout about, if I'm honest with you.
Well,
that's the problem.
It's the most boring you could get. I mean, the only excitement we get is the sponsor being a different color. I mean, like Louis said, you just want that little bit of blue trimming, maybe a dark blue collar or something. But I don't know. It's as boring as it can be, sadly. So I'm just going to kick off this scoring because we're not going to fill 40 minutes of talking about this kit. I mean, we could attempt to if you want. I mean, we could do it for charity.
I would rather die.
Okay, well, on that note, I'm going to give it a 2 because, yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
2. I'm not going to get that harsh because it's not really like, even though it is just plain white, there's not that much to hate about it. It's not like it's some like gopping color. It's white. So I'm just going to give it 4.5, 4.5.
Yeah, I was going to go bang in the middle and just go with a 5. It's not awful. It's not fantastic. It's not the worst one we'll ever see. It's not the best one we'll ever see. So bang on with a 5.
Moving on to the new Leicester City home kit. They finally moved away from King Power being their main shirt sponsor. But this, you could argue it's an Adidas template design, but I really do like this design, apart from the sponsor. But what are we saying about this one?
I was exactly going to say the same. I don't like the sponsor on it. If it didn't have the sponsor on it, it'd look well nice. And it would be up there for me. It'd be up there in sort of like the, 7 or 8, but it's brought down because of the sponsor.
Yeah, definitely brought down because of the sponsor. I think the Kim Power sponsor always looks really sort of good, tidy on the Leicester kits. And it always just looked like it sort of belonged there because, well, it's the main sponsor of the team. But, yeah, I think it definitely does let the kit down. I really like the pattern, the sort of like the underlying pattern on the kit. I love the little gold trim sort of on the sleeves, on the collar. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, just screw FBS Trade Online because they've ruined what could have been a very nice kit here.
Well, there goes our sponsorship from SBS Trade Online.
Yeah, I do love the design, the template though, what they're using, and I know, and you'll see it today, a lot of teams have used this kind of, I don't want to call it a camo pattern, but it's not, obviously, no, it defeats the object. You get what I'm getting at. Stop laughing at me, Sam.
A cameo.
I'm just going to start with I'm going to say an 8. I do like it. The sponsor, yeah, it's bad, but at least it's not too in your face like the Chelsea massive 3. No, I'll go for an 8. Oh, God. Evils there from Louis. Score?
No, that was more of the dig at the 3 logo for me. But this is coming from the man who supports a team who had Paddy Power as a massive sash across their kit at one point. So, but hey ho, I'm not salty. I don't know. It's a nice kit. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think I'm gonna give it a 7. I think a 7. I think is a fair score.
I'm going 6.5. I don't think it's that great. I think honestly, when I saw the kit, because they used it on the last day, didn't they? And yes. I saw Jamie Vardy celebrating in the kit when they scored, and obviously that didn't feel good anyway, as a Chelsea fan, watching them go 1-0 up and then 2-1 up. But yeah, I just I just didn't like the FBS kit, and I think I actually said that in my stream. So I'm going with a 6.5. I didn't like the FBS sponsorship on the front, so that's what's marked it down. If we didn't have that, maybe we'd be pushing for an 8 or a 7, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, I quite like this one actually. It's got the design going on, the kind of zigzags amongst it. Once again, it's that dreaded sponsor, big sticker stuck on with their little Bitcoin symbol on it, and then the back is plain red. But yeah, it's one of them.
I don't mind the sponsor as much. I feel like it kind of all brings it a bit more. It brings it in together because you've got your black, you've got your white. So it all kind of brings it in together. So I'm not as opposed to the sponsor on this one as I am the last one. So it's not as bad for me. The one thing I don't like is like the downward facing arrows. I'm assuming that has something to do with the DNA thing, which they have branded it as. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But overall, it's not a bad kit. If it had just been plain white, the stripes, I think I would have really liked it, almost like an AC Milan style kit. I'd have really liked it.
So just if you look at the red bit, it says upwards facing arrows.
Yeah,
it's a zigzag.
Is it?
Yeah, if you look at the red, there's you can see that it's meant to be a zigzag pattern across.
Oh, I couldn't even see that.
Yeah, they're not indicating that they've got a potential relegation coming with the down arrows.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the red and white stripes are quite nice. My only real sort of issue with it is the collar. I think it's like a very, very pronounced collar. It's just a bit.
It is. It's a bit in your face. Well,
yeah.
It's
the first thing that I'm drawn to, put it that way. Like, rather than looking at this, kit is sort of the back way. The first thing I'm drawn to is this massive collar, which is on the front of this kit, and it's not. I don't particularly like it. I think it looks a bit strange. But the rest of the kit, I think, there's nothing really too much to complain about.
I think this one might actually be really nice looking on the pitch when they play. I mean, even with the plain red back with the numbers and lettering on, I do actually really like this kit. I will give it 7.5 then.
I'm going to give it probably 6.
Louis, you would just ruin this kit for me. Now, every time I look at that collar, I am like, it just looks like a massive like neckerchief for a scarf that someone's put on. You proper ruined this kit for me. I liked it at first. We'll go for a 6. We'll go for a 6. Maybe once I get Louis out of my head, it might be a bit better again.
Louis is always in your head, Sam.
No, he lives rent-free.
Real Madrid have released their new home kit, and they've stayed as a white kit, but they've ditched the pink and brought back the blue, and I think a bit of orange as well, if I'm not mistaken. Is this an improvement on last season's?
I do quite like that.
I do as
The
well.
orange. I don't think it. I'm not sure if it's meant to be orange or gold. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know if any of you could probably.
I think in pictures it's more of a darker orange compared to the Leicester trim, what they had on theirs. I think it's more of an orange, this one.
At least it's not peach.
Since the last episode, I've liked that Liverpool kit more and more,
Yeah, no.
Get out. Can we kick you off your own channel? Is that a thing?
But back to the team that beat them in the Champions League final and the semi-finals, quarterfinals this year. No, I do quite like this. I actually think it's a really nice, smart kit. They've at least done something with the white, unlike Spurs. They've got that blue trim. They've got I think what is meant to be the orange. I quite like the fact that the sponsor's in blue and then the Adidas logo is then in orange. I think that it mixes it up a little bit. I think you can quite distinctly see the patterning in the shirts, which gives it, at least it's not just plain white. I think that is a really nice, really smart kit from Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think I agree. And maybe they've gone with the blue because they realised they were beaten in the semi-finals of the Champions League this year by a team playing in blue. So maybe that's Did I say we've won the Champions League? Did anyone say that? I can't remember.
No, you have not mentioned it. So I edit out every bloody time you mention it.
Champions, champions.
We'll just spend 5 minutes talking about it, so you can't edit it out. But yeah, I just think it's a very smart kit. I like the pattern underneath, sort of like on the white of the kit as well. So I have no complaints about this Real Madrid kit. I think it's a very smart one, and I don't know. Do you want me to kick off the scoring?
Go on then.
I'm going to go with a 7.5.
Oof, nice.
I shouldn't have seen that. I was going to give this kit an 8. I think it's a really nice kit. However, Real Madrid is in the European Super League, so that's 5 points automatically reduced. So that's a 3.
Right. Okay. I'll go with like a 6.5. I mean, like I said, it's nice and tidy. Not wrong with it. But there's nothing. It's just for me. I always like to be excited about a little element of the kit, and this one's just nice and standard. And I'll talk about an exciting factor. We have it on this one, and I've got no idea if you got it.
Sorry.
Fucking hell! Oh my god! That freaked the shit out of me.
I'm sure in that sneeze you mentioned Chelsea were European champions.
Did I say we've won the Champions League? Oh no, not this time. That was the previous sneeze.
Okay, what are we saying then? RB Leipzig, their away kit. It's exciting.
That isn't. Oh, that is. They've stuck with the same. It's the same pattern, isn't it? It's exactly the same pattern, but I think the mix up with the yellow, red, and blue, I think that is really, really nice. I think it really keeps into that sort of aesthetic that they're going for. Oh, that is a gorgeous kit, in my opinion.
It seems they spent all their money on ink to print this kit out, and then they run out for the red home kit. No one laughed at that joke. Either my internet's gone or I'm just really bad.
Really bad.
Really bad. I was just going to say, I don't really like that kit.
Blasphemy.
I just don't like it. I think maybe it'll look better when they're actually playing in it, but just kind of looks like you've, I don't know, I don't even know what it looks like. It just looks rubbish to me. It just doesn't look great. Won't be getting a high score from me. I don't really like it.
You've had a stinker this week.
No, not much of a stinker than you liking that Liverpool kit. That is the lowest of lows.
As it was only you what commented last time saying I'm a stinker. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this and you've got this far, type into the comments, Samurai Gate Large is a stinker. How original. I'm going to kick off the score in 9.5.
Jesus! 9.5! Bloody hell!
Okay. I love this kid, but not that much. Like I gave the buying kit like a bloody good score, but not giving this that high. I was gonna say like an 8. Like this for me was like an 8.
I felt like I was on TV program there. Someone done like an excellent ice skating or something. I'm like 9.5. Sam, go on then. Just bring the mood down. Give your score.
I was going to go, you've come with a 9.5. I feel like I've almost got to try and average it out to more Louis level now. I am going to go with a 4.5. I really don't like that kit very much.
Staying in Germany, we've got a pair of green kits from Wolfsburg. The home kit is the very light green. I don't know how they get away with having the same colour kit for the home and away. It's a lot different, though, to their previous kits. So... Does the VW logo just like too much in your face, or it's interesting design going on here?
I don't think it's too bad, you know. I like the design on the light green kit. I like the sort of patterns over the top, and I think the dark green one is just very simple. Not really much to talk about it, but it's simple. I don't really mind the colours. There's nothing really overly offensive, and obviously the home kit's my favourite one out of the two. I like the white trim, which goes very nicely with the badge, and the Volkswagen thing for me is absolutely fine. So yeah, two pretty decent kits. The away kit is maybe a little bit boring, but the home kit for me, very, very tidy.
No, I really like that home kit. Is it 9.5? Well, they probably not. But no, it looks very nice. Yeah, as Sam said, the pattern and like the way it's done, I think is very good. The white trimmings are very smart. For the away kit, it's like a standard really Nike kit with a bit more of a collar. There is it's it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
But I think the way that they get away with it is because, well, no other team in Germany really plays in bright green. I mean, Mönchengladbach have a little bit of green on their home kits, which probably would force them to wear the darker one. But
that's a good point.
It's like Norwich City, really. Like who the hell plays in yellow and green?
Yeah, I suppose it clash like with your Watfords and that, but. I don't mind this kit. I do like the design going on. For me, I think it's just the Volkswagen logo on the home kit being the blue. I mean, I know blue is what they use a lot, Wolfsburg, but I think it would have worked better if it was white. It would have just tied it together. But I'll kick off the scoring. I'll give it 6.5 for both. 6.5 for the home kit, 5 for the away.
I'd give it. I think it'd be another 8 for the home kit, and probably about 5.
9.5.
And I am going with a 13 out of 10 for the no. I am going for I think I'm with Louis there. I think I'm with an 8 for the home kit, and actually I rate the away kit a little bit more than you guys. I'm going to go with a 6. I think it's just a little bit better than average. I think I just quite like the colour green.
Well, the blue now with what was this team called again? Hoffenheim. Is that the guy who used to be at Leicester? That
Kramaric. It is, yes.
I know football.
Oh,
I've not jammed it. It was just my telly. Come on then. I mean, speak. I mean, I can't just stand here with my thumbs up all this time.
I said I needed to sneeze.
Sponsored by
Chelsea.
I don't mind that kit, I really don't. I think it's tidy.
Yeah, I think it's quite a nice little kit. The way that it sort of fades up is quite nice. It's not like horrible the way they've done it, and they've sort of kept that color with the collar and the sleeves sort of trimmings. The logo I think works well. It's not overly invasive. It's quite I think it's just quite nice.
The collar works as well. I mean, it's a bit different with like that little white ring kind of going around it, but it fits in fine.
Yeah, I think
it's a Jommer kit actually. It's not often you see Jommer making kits nowadays.
Bring back Jommer. Start everyone hashtag bring back Jommer. Just put it on Twitter.
I don't know if it's individual words, because if you just look into the fade, it looks like there's a pattern going on with each black line. I don't know if it's words or dots or what.
I think it's dots, by the looks of things.
Dots.
Yeah, or I don't know what it is, but I always love a fade kit. I always have. If you've watched all my series, still available on my YouTube channel. If you watched all the series, you've seen that I've always loved a fading kit. So I'll kick it off with a 7. 7.
I think I'll probably go same. I'll go with 7. It's quite a nice kit. The only thing that irritates me about this photo is that whatever white background they've used, they've strung it up from one point and not ironed it.
Yeah, that is a very good point, Louis. Minus points.
Minus points for not using it ironed. No,
it was a 9.5, but I'm going with a 7.5. 7.5. Why not?
Going over to France now. Lyon, however you want to pronounce them. They've got home and away kit. We'll do the home kit first. It's a typical Adidas template kit, but it's very Lyon. This.
I love that. That is my favourite one we have seen today.
Oh, 100%.
What fucking drugs are you on today, chap?
What do you mean? That is a gorgeous looking kit.
That is so nice.
This is the first kit we've had today so far. What
That
the
is
fuck?
so nice.
Right, okay, right. Before
Oh,
me and
that's-
Sam sort of rattle off why we like this kit so much, Eaton, here we go, center stage. Why are you such just an idiot?
I don't like this kit because I always like a kit what seems smart, symmetrical. We've got two blinking lines going across. The sponsor cuts into it. The sponsor doesn't bother changing color for it.
Why would he
It
change
just-
colour for it?
Why
That would
you
make
change-
no
It's
sense.
red. It's
That is the Emirates Fly Better. That is their logo. Why would they
I know,
change
but
their
it
colour
doesn't-
for that?
I
That's
don't-
why it
I
has the
just-
stroke on the outside of the letters so that it stands out in the red and the blue. That's why
The
they
red and
do
the
it.
blue needed to be in the middle if that were the case. I just don't like.
No,
how
it
it's-
wouldn't.
But they're not Paris Saint-Germain.
I know,
Like-
but I don't like this kit. All right, and then the collar around the collar, one side's red, one side's blue. I'm sorry, but this is bad.
No, I think the way that the collar's done is incredible. It's tailored for Leon. Like, even though it may be a template kit, it is tailored for Leon, and they've done it, I think, amazingly. I think with the red and the red and the blue, and then the white around the collar, I think it's really nice. I think, like, you could tell there's some texture. It's not just stripes. There's some texture. It looks like they've been painted on in a way. Like, I don't know if you see that. It looks like the sort of the stripes have been painted on. I think it looks really nice. I think this is just a very nice, very sort of good Leon kit, and I think it really, it's just, I think it's really nice.
It's so good. So good. I love everything about it from top to bottom. I'm going to start it off with a 9.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9.
I guarantee he goes with 0 now, just to
No, it's
spite us.
I'll give it 3.5. I don't buy into this one. I don't like it.
Ladies
But
and
they're
gentlemen, if you have reached this far, call Oliver Eaton a stinker.
The away kit though is much better.
It's
I mean,
Leicester's
love this
kit.
one.
It is actually. It's just less.
It's literally the exact same.
Yeah,
It's the exact same
well,
template.
I did do a bit of foreshadowing earlier with the Leicester kit, but this one, because it's got a smart sponsor, the colours work so much better. I really like this is smart. This is what I see as a smart kit. It's got that pattern going on. It's red. Louis pulling the face. I love the dark blue. What they're
You
using.
are such a
Sponsor
kit
fits
Nazi, aren't you?
together. I mean, this is 100% better than that home kit.
No, it isn't. Because this is now a bit. I mean, like, it is a nice kit. It's a tidy kit, but it's not exciting. It's not different. It is literally just a template kit, but they've just whacked their own logos and sponsors on it and just changed the color. Like, it is a nice kit. Don't get me wrong, but if I'm comparing the two, home kit wins every day.
Absolutely. I'm not a big fan of the orange, if I'm brutally honest with you. I'm not a big fan of the orange. It's not quite up to my standards. How am I colourblind? It's the same colour as Louis' top, which he's currently got on.
What do you mean, my lovely Barcelona
It is
top?
not.
It is. It's
It
the
is.
same
No,
colour.
it is red, Sam.
That's not red.
I think it's meant to be red. I think the lighting probably doesn't help it.
No, because if you swipe between the two, red on the home kit.
Yeah, I'll give you the benefit of doubt. I've seen the other picture I sent you, and the sun, yeah, it does shine on it. Okay, I'll forgive you, Sam, but you are blind. So yeah.
I'm going to kick this off with a 6.
I've lost my bit of blue tap. Sorry. I'm going to give it a 7.8. 8.
A 7.88. That's
Very specific.
What did I give Leicester?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oliver Eaton in editing. Tell us now what Oliver gave Leicester.
I got, just Oliver Eaton, insert the sound clip now. Just going to start with I'm going to say an 8. I do like it. The sponsor, yeah. Thank you very much. So that's what I did give the Leicester kit. I'm giving this one an 8, as I've already said 100,000 times.
Give it a 7.5.
Okay. Right, let's go for a quick fire round now, because we've gone through all the big teams. We've now got some of your little teams, including you, Peterborough, because you are a little team. Peterborough. Sorry, they're in the Championship now. We have a random rivalry with Peterborough because they stopped us getting promoted like 10 years ago, and then we got them relegated on purpose. So
I do
it's
not like
Peterborough.
this kit.
No,
Yeah,
don't
it's
like
based
it.
on a historical kit of theirs, but it's Puma.
If it's based on a historical kit, I'm sorry, Peterborough, but you had shit historical kits, man.
Why would you choose that kit of all kits to base off a historical kit? Yeah, I don't rate this one. I think it looks a mess. One of my least favourites we've actually seen in the series so far.
Yeah, but if we do quick fire, then I'm going to just give it straight away score of a 3.
Yeah, I'll match that.
I prefer it over the Lyonnais home kit.
What?
4.5. Okay.
Kit
I
nuts.
was going to go back. Sticker of Puma. Template again, really. Can't really go wrong with a Plymouth kit. I mean, there's not much you could do with it, is there? I'll give it a 5 anyway.
Yeah, bang average again for me. So yeah, a 5. Don't think it's too unappealing. Don't think it's, too nice, but it's not as good as the Wolfsburg kit. So
I'd want to be different, but genuinely, it's a 5, isn't it? It really is just a 5.
The now cursed kit, but it looks really retro. We've got Lincoln City's new kit for their League One season. No sponsor though, which is interesting. I think they're going for like different sponsor each week, similar to how Huddersfield did it. So based on the blank template rather than with sponsors, I think this is one of them where you just imagine them wearing in like the 70s.
yeah,
and
I think it's quite a nice kit, other than the fact that they didn't register a shot on target in the entirety of the playoff final. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a nice kit. I don't think it's too bad. If Southampton had come out with this kit, you'd be like, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I think I'm going to go with a 6.
Yeah, make it black and white. You could definitely just be a Grimsby kit, couldn't it? But yeah, it's not bad. It's not too shabby. It's the same kit make as well as Grimsby. So
yeah,
that would have been ironic. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. It's tidy, it's nice, it's nothing awful.
good old Grimsby's had a reference both episodes now, so let's just make it a seasonal thing. We'll do it every episode. We'll get Grimsby in there. I like this anyway, 6.5. But like I said, on that terrible disappointment, I've been Oliver Eaton. I've been joined, as always, by Champions League winner supporter number 1, Sam Reigate Large, and Louis.
No worries.
Louis doesn't even get a second name.